Alright, hey y'all, it's Bunny here at Color and we're going to work on our second image for Mermaid, and we're going to work on the opposite page of the merman that we just finished in Mythomorphia. So I've already did the background. It is the main body of water is periwinkle. On top of that is smoky purple, and then another layer of periwinkle. All the bubbles are blue, and we are using my Cra-Z-Art pencils. I got started on her skin tone because you all have seen me do that already, so I just put down a base color of Cappuccino, and I'm going to go back over it with another layer of Cappuccino, and then we're going to go over that one more time with brown. So I was going to try to get this video up before, but if you have seen my Instagram update and I was doing the background of this, then you know that I had gotten sick. I have asthma, and I was having an asthma attack, and I'm still having an asthma attack as we speak, but you know, I'm working on it. So I know you all can normally hear me breathing, and it will probably be worse in this video because I'm breathing out of my mouth right now. But hopefully, once I'm done with all the medications, I will, cease to be having this asthma attack. I have had asthma since I was a kid, and as I have gotten older, the attacks have changed from the usual quick action asthma attacks that people are usually used to seeing in on TV and whatever, to these asthma attacks that last days. So it's different for me, but I guess when you get older, sometimes symptoms change. So yeah, I'm making this video while I'm having an asthma attack, but I wanted to get it done, and it's not as bad as it was before. It was pretty bad a couple of days ago. It was triggered by allergies. I had was sneezing and eyes itchy and all that allergy mess going on. And once I start having a little bit of post-nasal drip, because of that, I knew that I would probably have an asthma attack, and that's what happened. So that's that. But we're going to start this because I'm ready to start it. I was going to start it last night, to be honest, but I said, no, I'm going to wait till morning time. So what we're going to do with this picture here is we're making her Ursula, who is one of my favorite villains. I love Ursula. She's giving you that body language. Remember that from the movie? So this is Ursula. I'm going to say mid-change from mermaid to octopus. That's my story for this one. So she is Ursula. Alright, so that's my second layer of Cappuccino. And you will hear me sipping coffee because that is good for asthma, so I am drinking coffee. Tea is too. caffeine in general. So I have some things on the way for my birthday haul I'm very excited about. I finally get some more books, and then I will be posting like a color along schedule for the year out of the books that I get. And I got a few to keep it that, so it'll be a good variety, I think. And then I still got a few days before my birthday, so I'm gonna see what else I can get, and then I will do the haul. So the haul will probably be either at the very end of the month or June. But I'm excited. So this is layer number 3. This is brown. And I still haven't gotten my pencils. I still don't know what I'm going to get, because I know I want Prismacolors, but I was going to get the 72 set. But, you know, I really want that 150 set. But I know it goes on sale. It's going to go on sale at some point during the year. I could probably pay the price it is now and just get another set when it goes on sale, because I know like it will end up being my primary pencil. So I could do that. But I'm the type of person that when I know I can get something at a cheaper price, if I just wait, it's hard for me to go ahead and pay that regular price. So I'm debating on that, if I should get that and pay the regular price, or get a set of feelers that I hear are pretty soft pencils that are pretty blendable. Because really that's why I want the Prismacolors, because they're soft core pencils that I hear are very blendable and cuts down on the amount of time it takes to color. Because I like color pencils. I haven't tried markers. I haven't tried watercolor. I have tried acrylic paint. I will show you all that picture once I'm done working on it. It's in the Mythomorphia. The swan background was acrylic paint, but I haven't tried actually painting the main element of a page. So maybe one day I'll do that. But I doubt it, because I prefer color pencil. So I'm contemplating getting feelers. And then there will be some pauses in this video, because part of getting rid of this asthma attack is getting rid of some of the mucus in my lungs. So as that comes up, I'm going to pause, because no one wants to hear that. So there will be pauses. So I apologize in advance if there's any awkward pauses in this video. But the sooner I can get that stuff out of my lungs, the better I will be, because I still have to work tonight. So it's going to be a long shift. But got to, as the old commercial said, gotta make the donuts, right? Gotta make the money. Bills don't care if you're sick. So we're gonna do one more layer, and we're gonna go to our next lightest color, and that's going to be toasted toffee. And it's actually in my pencil box, because that is one of the colors I have been using as my gold background in Magical Jungle. So now we're just gonna go over the whole thing and blend all the colors together. And I like going in with a lighter color because it doesn't really mess up what you've done. It just brings a little life. I'm gonna make these little let me get my purple real quick, because I want to work on that. We're gonna use, this is just straight up purple, so we're gonna fill in this eyebrow area real quick with purple. And that's gonna be just a quick little excuse me, color, because she is purple in the Disney movie. So just add that purple in there, give it a little color on her face. And then, did she have red lipstick? I think she had red lipstick. So we're gonna give her some red lipstick too. Let's just go for it. Just a hint of red. Maybe go in over top of that with ruby red. That's a little hint of color. That's not too bad. Okay, so yeah, go back with this toasted toffee. And then when we finish this picture, we should still have enough time to do one more picture for Mermaid. And I will show you all what picture, and it will be out of this book. As well. And I will be working on that, lots of that off camera, because it's a double page spread, and it will just probably take too long to, if I were to just alright, sorry about that, someone was at the door. And I will also try to pause when I know I'm about to cough, but sometimes it catches me by surprise. It's gonna catch. Oh yeah, so I had to ramble to myself real quick so I can remember what I was talking about. Yeah, so we should be able to get one more image in for Mermaid. So that should be good. I may need to reheat my coffee. Okay, so we're done with her skin for now. So now we're going to bring in the Ursula colors. Our first layer is going to be Luscious Lavender. And we're going to do all of her hair with this color. And like I told you all, the reason I did the bubbles, I was going to wait to do them, but if it already has a layer of color there, then it won't mess up what you want to do. So if I had left those bubbles white and I got purple on it, then you know it would pick up the purple more. But now I could just kind of just slightly go over them and it won't affect it. And since it's so many bubbles, it would have been hard not to catch some of them. So that's why I went ahead and just did all the bubbles. Plus there was so many bubbles and it was been like, why even do that on camera? So that's another reason why I did it. Can you all see? No, I'm out of frame. So let me bring this down. Okay. So light layer of purple all over. And I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera. But you'll see where I'm going with that. So let's go on to her fins. And I am going to do Wamer gray as our base coat for that. And so this here, I believe, is a fin from her arm. So, well, probably should have made that. I'm going to just go ahead and put that gray. I probably could have made that brown, but like the ear, since it is coming, but since it's off her arm and we're going to make this that color, it should be fine. It'll still be consistent with what we're trying to do. So we're doing warmer gray, light coat of that, So, yeah, it's been a long couple of days dealing with allergies, and then I've been having this asthma attack for about, this is going on day 3. And the medication for it is so freaking expensive. It is ridiculous. For just a couple of pills. Like, it's like, let me see, 15, 12, 13, well, yeah. I think 15 pills is $30 for 15 pills. So that's crazy. And I ended up in the emergency room. Emergency room is going to cost an arm and a leg as well. So, yay. And go to the emergency room, have 2 treatments. I still left the emergency room basically still having an asthma attack. So it kind of makes you wonder why I even went to the emergency room. Because all they did was make me feel a little bit better, but it didn't stop the asthma attack. The medication that I have to take over the course of a few days is supposed to get the rest of the inflammation down and, the mucus out. But, it's disappointing when you go to the emergency room and spend that kind of money and still leave out with what you went there for in the first place. So, very disappointing visit. And it's why I don't really like going to the emergency room unless I'm near dying and I just can't function whatsoever. And that kind of was the case. I couldn't lay down, so I couldn't really sleep. I had to sleep on my couch in an upright position. So I'm exhausted to say the least. I really haven't had a decent sleep, so. But it is what it is, right? You get up, you still alive, be thankful, and, move on. So, we got a layer of Wamer gray in her fin, and we're going to highlight this area here with Wamer gray. Well, actually, no. We're going to go in with platinum, and I'm going to pause because I need to sharpen that. Okay, so this is platinum, and we're going to get the outer edges of her backside. And this is starting to be like a highlighted color. And we're also going to make that the transitional belt flare thing she has going on. We're just gonna work that color in. All right. So right here, then I'll do. So what we're doing is basically the edges. Now see, she has that look like fin continuing on. So let's make that warmer gray as well. Okay. And this here is her fin. So go back, catch with that warmer gray and catch this part too. All the way down here and this area up in here. So, and like I said, I'm sorry for the heavy breathing, but it's the only way I can breathe right now. It's been a long, y'all have just, it's been a long couple of days. Whew, it's been a long couple of days. But I don't have to work till later, so hopefully I'll be able to take a nap before I go to work. Okay, so that was platinum. Then let's see what we got. I don't want to use gray mist. I want to stay on the warmer side of things, so let's go in with a little Cappuccino. So we're gonna highlight, we're gonna work on some individual scales. So excuse me, I'm gonna start with a random scales and just color some of them platinum. Okay, then I have my Cappuccino, and I'm gonna do a couple. The same thing, just random. Pick out a couple of random scales. And then with warmer gray, same thing, random scales. Okay, so we did our splotches. So we're going to reverse it. Well, not really, because her body was still black. So we're going to keep that. And we're going to go over her with black. And we're going to just do a light layer of black. I don't want to completely blacken her out because I want her scales to still show through. So it's just going to be a light layer of black. So very light pressures, and then I'll just go over it again if need be. And I could probably use warmer gray, but since it's not going to be totally black, but using black was what I had in mind, so let me get blue real quick. Catch this little bubble here that I missed. So, what has been going on with everyone? Do you have any color alongs that you are participating in? Any buddy colors that you're doing? Or that are you in any Facebook groups that are having buddy colors? I'm only in a couple of Facebook groups. I'm not really on Facebook that often, so I don't really even know what's going on in those groups, to be honest. So I do need to check on that. I'll probably check on that once I'm done with this video. Because this part is going to be part one. Part one. And then we'll do a part two. And the part two will probably be the bigger fish and the coil. And then the smaller fish that's in her hair I'll do off camera for most of them, because I'm gonna have them purple since they're in her hair. We're gonna keep it like we did with the go in here a little bit, like we did with the Mermaid, and we're gonna just use a limited color palette, like so that so like when I did him, the fish around his hair, all the fish were red. And so with her, I'm going to make all the fish around her hair purple. I don't know if I'm going to make all the fish purple. I probably should, so I can bring that color down to the bottom as well. And then we'll work on the skull and all that. So that'll be part two. And then that will pretty much be it. 2 parts. And I haven't done a 2-part video where I actually completed the picture ever on this channel. There have been parts where I haven't finished, and probably won't ever finish those, and those are my beginning videos, because I didn't like the paper that those are on. Now that I have these books, I understand what people think about certain paper types, and they are absolutely right. Paper does make a bit of a difference, and how much you will even enjoy working on a picture. But that's how I'll try out my acrylics and my watercolor. Cause that paper that the birds on my first couple of videos are single-sided, so I could use markers and test out watercolors and all that on those papers. Now I just figured out how to use that book by talking it out. So I'm just adding black to this tail here, and then I may add some purple streaks to it, just so it won't be completely blacked out and grayed out. But again, I'm just getting layers of color in here right now so that I can see what exactly I'm working with. And so part 2 will also be well, no, we'll finish the hair on camera since I'm pretty much done with her fin for now, because I got the first layer of what I want done. And we're only 37 minutes in, 37 minutes in anyway, so that's good. We just randomly adding this black in. So I have the black in the places that I wanted it to show up. Okay. So what else do I want black? I want to have this fish black. So the smooth part of the body, I'm going to make black. And then just add a little bit on the fins. His spikes, go ahead and make those black. Alright, and then this hair coming out right there. Gonna swirl it around and out. And we'll fade him out, so we'll use Wamer gray to darken that part up, and then as he gets towards the tail is darker. And then we'll add that to his fins as well. Alright, and then we'll do the same to this guy as well. Am I still in the frame? And we'll make, let's go back in here. Missed that part. Alright, so again, black all the way up, and then I will go in with warmer gray. Now I'll finish that in the second part. Right now we're just trying to get our colors in. And now this is another water bubble. This time I'm not doing transparent bubbles. And I like the way that it came out with just doing them all blue. Sorry for my nails, guys. I gotta start doing my nails when I do these videos. But it's hard for me to do my nails because I'm always breaking nails at work. I should, and I'm scared to try the acrylics, like put acrylic overlay over it, because I hit my hand so much I feel like I might pop my nail off if I try to put acrylic overlay over it. Alright, I like that. So maybe all the long tail fish will do like that. Keep it consistent. Excuse me, I'm burping. So yeah, then I wanted to go to Hobby Lobby, but I didn't have the chance to go. So perhaps I can make it over there at some point. I did go to Books A Million, but they didn't have any coloring books on sale, and I don't normally pay full price for my coloring books. Even if I just save a few dollars, I still, you know, saved a few dollars. So if I buy a coloring book, I usually buy it from Walmart, because Walmart books, if you go to the book section in Walmart, you do not pay full retail price. You pay, you know, a sale price on their books. I got this book from, no I didn't. What book did I get from Walmart? Magical Juggle. I got Magical Juggle from Walmart, and it was $11. So there was some savings in that. is going to be black in her hair anyways, because it's not going to be 100% purple. But we're just doing that whole hair base coat, base layer in that Luscious Lavender. And then we're going to go over that with another purple. And then we're going to go in with a black to add some dimension to her hair. Alright, so we got that one, that one. Okay. That one. That's kind of like a baby fish, but I guess it's not like these fish though, so I guess we better treat it the same as those other fish. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and finish the hair, and then we will be done with. So I put down a layer of Luscious Lavender, and then I'm just gonna do some random strands of purple, Pretty Plum, and just randomly just color some of them. Try to make it a little consistent in that I'm going to try to follow some strands out. Let's see. So that's purple. Don't want deep raspberry. Let's do smoky purple. Right in that crown area. We'll bring that out. That seems to stop right there. So that's for smoky purple. And let's do Pretty Plum. Let's see what that one looks like. Let's start that one over here. That's not too bad, so we'll do Pretty Plum. That'll be our 3 purples that we're working with. And we're just going to start filling in the hair with these colors. Like this one here. And then the golds we're going to do black. But I'm going to do the eyes. purple. So let's get those eyes in. This is this is purple, so that's pretty much what we're going to do with the hair. We're just gonna grab random strands, try to follow the line. See, it kind of goes down a little bit in here. I would think that would probably be part of it. And so right about there. And then this is Pretty Plum. And grab Pretty Plum up in here. Up and through here. And it doesn't look like much of a difference, but when I go back to do another layer, and I'm not going to color the whole thing and then go back and do another layer. Like I'm going to do this layer, go back and do another layer. I don't know why it works out better that way, but it does. To do one layer and then go back and do another layer. That's for some reason it does. But that's basically what I'm going to do. And then in the second part, I think I'm going to go over all the fish too with a base coat of Luscious Lavender. But anyway, when I come back, we will do part 2, finishing, adding black to the hair, the shell, her jewelry pieces, and the fish. That will be part, and the turtles. And the coral, that'll be part 2, and we will be all set. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. Till part 2. Bye.